Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Speechless. This is Speechless Cut for Time, talking to you guys about different stories and such that I was not able to cover in my live radio show. If you guys want to check out my live radio show, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this page. You'll be able to find it always on this page, but it airs on Sundays from 3 to 5 p.m. That's when I do my radio show on Cities 92.9 FM live. In studio, everything, interact with me, interact with you. But here's what I'm starting to do is videos, cut for time videos, where I can talk to you guys about different stories that didn't necessarily make it into my radio show. And so today, we're going to be talking about a plus-sized airline traveler activist. Yeah, plus-sized airline traveler activist. We're going to get all into that, but first, this is Speechless, Cut for Time. So, as I was saying, we're going to be talking all about this story of this plus-sized airline activist. Okay, so from the New York Post, a plus-sized traveler demands free seats and better accommodations on airplanes. She demands it. Yes, a plus-sized travel social media influencer demanded that airlines better accommodate larger passengers when traveling. We've all been there, guys. This is apart from the article, but we've all been there. You're on the plane. And I mean, it's really hard for me because I don't take pride in shaming anybody. And I myself am not super duper duper skinny. But we've all been there. We've all been on a plane and we're sitting in our seat and we're ready and maybe we're in the aisle seat or something. And you see somebody who's a little bit larger walking down the aisle. They're kind of hitting every seat as they go by just because they are that big. And you're just saying your Hail Mary, saying, please, 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 not next to me. Because you get a lot of little claustrophobic and they're right next to you squeezing into that seat and you're getting pushed up against the side. I don't know. Maybe it's just a personal thing for me, but I feel like a lot of us have been there. But this person, this plus-size traveler, Jalen Cheney from Vancouver, Washington, started the Change.org petition entitled Demand for the FFA to Protect Plus-Sized Customers, detailing several demands to ensure larger passengers can fly without issues. Cheney kicked off the petition, claiming she and her fiancé were subjected to discrimination on a recent flight from Pasco, Washington to Denver, which roughly takes just over 2 hours. So she claims other passengers refused to sit next to them, with the pair receiving hateful comments and disapproving looks while traveling. As plus-size travelers, she said, my partner and I have unfortunately experienced discrimination and discomfort while flying. The influencer wrote that it was not the first time she's felt discriminated against flying, and there's even on her Instagram a video posted. I will share my screen, and let's watch this video. Let's restart that, and it's right here.
But it's still possible. The airlines should do a better job accommodating us, but until then, I'll keep shouting my message from the rooftops. You deserve to travel just as much as anyone else.
Oh,
Travel might look
poor her. Okay, let's continue with the article here. So you guys got to see kind of, and I'm going to share my screen now of the article too, so you can just see. Because, like, when we're saying, like, a plus-size person, this is a big woman. Big woman with a capital B. On another flight, she says, I was forced to occupy only one seat with immovable armrests that caused me pain and bruises, she wrote, citing that when she and her fiancé purchased extra seats, her fiancé purchased extra seats on their own, they are still mistreated by other passengers and airline staff. And so that's actually kind of where I side with her a little bit. I think what you should be doing if you want to fly and you are this large is that you should purchase extra seats. That's what you should be doing if you need to fly. If you don't want to purchase extra seats, then get a big car and buy a boat. And that can get you pretty much anywhere you need to be. Maybe not necessarily as fast, but it can get you anywhere you need to be. But Cheney said that her experiences flying caused her pain and vulnerability, and that the airline companies have a responsibility to consider people of larger size when booking flights, and is requesting the FFA to step in to enforce her demands. So she wants the government to come in and force these companies. Now, it'd be one thing if the government said, or if the company said, hey, we're going to do this for you. But she wants the government to come in and say, this is what has to happen for these airlines. Jeez, I just cannot believe the sense of entitlement. But let's continue. The FFA, she says, must require all airlines to implement a clear customer of size policy that prioritizes the comfort and well-being of all passengers. This policy should include clear guidelines on accommodating larger passengers, such as providing larger seats, seatbelt extenders, and alternative seating arrangements, Cheney wrote in the petition. All plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra free seat or even 2 or 3 seats, depending on their size, to accommodate their needs to ensure their comfort during the flight, the influencer wrote. All plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra free seat or even 2 or 3 seats, depending on their size, to accommodate their needs and to ensure their comfort during the flight. Okay, so there's more to this article talking about just who this person is, her petition, and how much it's gathered and all that kind of crap. But that's the quote that I think is really the icing on the cake. All plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra free seat or even 2 or 3 seats, depending on their size, to accommodate their needs and ensure their comfort during the flight. So there's 3 points I want to make about here. First, we should not be enabling as a society severe obesity. And we've talked about this as a conservative movement a lot. I mean, we've talked about Lizzo and everybody saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful, when she's literally like expanding by the day. Like the other thing too is no company should feel forced to provide you free seats because you can't fit into a standard one. It'd be one thing, like I said, if a company wants to come out and say like, hey, here's what we're going to do. If you're bigger, if you're fat, this is what we're going to do. But no company should feel forced to do so. The second point I want to make is think about this economically. If you start getting free seats because you're fat and the company wants to maintain the same levels of revenue so that your average sized or skinny people who only paid for 1 seat only get 1 seat and can fit in 1 seat, they'll have to now be actually paying for your extra poundage. How is that fair? You get what I'm saying? If you're bigger, if you're fat, and you're saying, well, I need an extra 2 seats. I need an extra 2 seats because I can't fit. First off, booking is going to become a massive nightmare now because now you're going to have to check a box that says like I'm fat or something like that. I don't know. They probably make it like more politically correct. Like I have a excess weight thing. I don't know, but they're trying to, it would just be like, I'm a fatty. It's just going to be like, it wouldn't be like that. But anyways, how is that fair that I would now have to subsidize your extra seats because you can't take care of yourself? Look, and here's the thing is like, I've struggled with personal image too. I've struggled with weight problems, not necessarily getting that big, but like right now I'm working on exercising and eating better because I let myself go a little bit. And I know it's not that easy. It's not everybody is like, I just let myself go a little bit. But you got to work on yourself. The problem here is the root issue that we're seeing in this article is the combination of our society stressing self-acceptance to the point of detriment, meaning that we tell people that you're beautiful just the way you are and you're perfect just the way you are when you are not. You might be beautiful just the way you are, but you're not necessarily perfect. If you're that uncontrollably large and it's not due to some severe underlying medical condition that you should also be getting treated for, then you need to work on some things. And being able to fit in a seat on an airplane shouldn't be the biggest problem you're worrying about. The second thing that this article and this person contributes to is that we should just have everything we want all the time. It's a sense of entitlement unlike any other. and it comes a lot from my generation, but others as well, is that we should just, if you want something, you should just get it. It should just be given to you. You don't have to do anything to earn it. Like, because I want to feel more comfortable on an airplane, you should just give me extra seats. No, I like what they said is sometimes they buy extra seats to be more comfortable. That's what you should do if you're that big, and that's what you need to do. Buy extra seats, by all means. I just can't believe it. Everybody, this has been Speechless Cut for Time. Tune in later for some more videos too. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that fat flyer and everything. I hate to be mean. That's the thing. Before I end this all out, I hate to be mean. I hate to shame somebody. And I wouldn't shame somebody simply for being larger. But when you're saying that you being larger has to become my problem, that's when I'm going to kind of be angry and go in at you a little bit more. Because it should not be my problem. Your size should not be made my problem. End of story. Everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Speechless Cut for Time. Make sure you check out one of these videos that's about to start popping up here. Like, subscribe, and share this show. Thank you guys so much, and I'll be back. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.